Sunglasses on.
Buenos días, mi gente.
Good morning, Lily. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Buenos días.
Hello.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Stay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see.
Good morning.
I thought I was live. Am I live? Yeah, here. Yeah. Let's see. Live streaming. Oh, yep, I'm live. Let's wait a few seconds while everybody decides to wake up here. Lily, I'm gonna go on Instagram, okay?
Okay. I'll be commenting the link on the chat.
Let's while we're waiting here, let me do this. And come on, ladies and gentlemen, share your wins.
Oh, Craig. Where you at, my friend?
I got some wins. I've been getting a lot of leads calling, got one appointment set up for tomorrow, got 5 offers on our current listing. We're reviewing tonight. What else? Got showing a property today at 1. So yeah, it's been a good week.
Nice.
VA class. Give me a second, everybody. Anybody else have a win? Come on.
I do. Good morning.
Tell me.
Share.
Hi. We actually we just got a listing in the San Fernando Valley. Well, we have around 3 listings coming up. One of them is gonna be listed potentially next week. It's a condo in Chatsworth. It's a past client. And then the one that we got, we actually implemented the $100 idea that you guys have, but we switched it obviously to 1,000, and we sent it
Wow.
to our past clients. We texted them directly from Alex's phone because we knew that they had his phone number saved and they were going to open it. So we texted him and they connected us with their mother-in-law and father-in-law, and we're listing their property. Unfortunately, they're going through a divorce. But yeah, we got the listing agreement signed and we're going to be listing it potentially next week.
I can see your dad on Facebook. He's somewhere in is he on vacation?
He's in Japan, Tokyo for his birthday.
Oh my God. Hey, see, he's balancing, he's enjoying. Why am I not in Tokyo? Shit, get out of here.
He's
All right. All right. All right, everybody. Anybody else want to share a win? And let me tell you why the wins are important, okay, everybody. When you share in front of everybody, you're not bragging, you're showing off, but you feel confident. Next thing you know, you want to do another one and another one and another one. And then the momentum starts. If you don't share and if you're private, that's okay. Nobody knows what you're doing, but you're never putting yourself out there. You know, I can sit here all day long and tell you how many wins I've gotten, but it's not about me. Like Lily says, it's about you guys, okay? I'm here to help you guys get to the next level if I can. All right. So does anybody have one more win they want to? I see Winifred raised her hand. Do you want to say something, Winifred? I guess not. All right.
Oh, no. I am.
Win.
I have a win. It's Winifred. Yeah, I do. It's a slight win. It's one of my Google ads. I've been getting responses from the Google ads, but I seem to be running into different things. But this one was, I got him on the phone, did all, went through the phone presentation. He's down in Julian, which is down near San Diego. So I figured, well, if I'm going to be able to work with him, then I'll, have an agent down that way. And I called the office and I talked to Patty. Is Patty on? Hi, Patty. And she
Hi, good morning, Winnie.
Good morning. She referred me to Gabe. I gave him a call and just, talked to him and met him. And then I got back to the client. And lo and behold, guess what? He's working with another agent. And I went, I didn't even ask that question. But anyway,
shoot.
I went through the whole thing. He was talking to me really good and everything, but he said he would like help if I could help him. He's moving to Montana So I need to, do some research and see if I can find someone in Montana that's available to work with him because he's moving to Montana. So
By the way, sometimes on these Google ads, you're going to get people out of the area. But that's good for you that you referred it somewhere else. I usually doesn't even follow through with them, but good job. Rudy, you'll be the last one. What's your win, Rudy?
I got my offer accepted yesterday, right?
Must have been an amazing agent that you know, I guess. Hey, go ahead, tell us, Rudy.
No, that I put an offer in for one of our properties, Angel, and I won the bid yesterday. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
the dilemma with agents in my office is that they're all getting their own listings now that I have nobody available for my properties. I'm having to hire outside staff or whoever's available to take my listings, which you have my members here. You're more than welcome if you want to reach out to us and you need one. Obviously not in the Wickman team. You guys are out of state, but here in my local area. Now, with that said, right, what I'm going to say right now is that on my listings, everybody's saying their listings aren't selling. All mine have multiple offers because I teach you guys how to price them to sell fast. All right. Well, two of my agents in my office had an offer, so we had to do a seal bid. Okay, and I gave them the option, guys. Whoever wins, you guys can split it, or we can, if you guys match, right? If you guys match, and we'll flip a coin to see who wins it, or we can just go straight out to see who wins. Rudy won. Congratulations, Rudy. All right, everybody, let's get started. But before we get started, let's all scream what we want. We want listings. So I want you to wake up. If you're at work, well, you're going to do what you're going to do. But I want you all at the count of three to yell, but come off speaker, or you can do it in the chat. But you're going to say listings on three. One, two, three. Yes.
Listings.
Let's we got man. Let's do it one more time. One, two, three, go. You guys don't have my energy, but that's okay. Let's go. All right, everybody, let's go here. And honestly, that's how I feel every morning when I get up. My energy says I'm going to get a listing. Now, who brought a friend? Did anybody bring a friend? You brought a friend? I'll bring you to the class at 10 o'clock so you guys can see the interview. Anybody bring a friend? Okay, nobody brought a friend.
Johnny.
Good morning, Johnny.
Morning, Angel.
All right. Good morning, Jennifer. Let me see who I can see here. Everybody, I only see little boxes. Good morning, Carolina. Good morning, Craig. Johnny. I see Steve. I see Robert. I see Tony. I see Caroline. Let me see who else I see on here. I see Rudy. I see Albert. Good to see you guys in person, man. Let me see anybody. Second page. I don't see anybody there. All right. Vidal, I
Wickman
see
has
you.
5
Good
listings.
morning, Elizabeth. All right. Make sure I didn't miss it. Raphael. Hey, good morning. All right. I think I got everybody who's on screen.
Did you see that, Angel?
What's that?
Team Wickman has 5 listings coming up at the first of the month.
Team Wickman listens, man.
Hey, that better be with our team. I remember you were going to transfer yourself over here.
Who's that? Me?
The Wickmans.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, just kidding.
Yeah, what state are you in, Steve?
Yeah, they're far.
What was that?
What state are you in?
Oh, I'm the Oregon one. Eugene, Oregon.
I'm gonna come visit you. I'm gonna come stay with you guys.
Pretty up
All
here.
right. Okay, let's get started. Let me show you how I'm going to make you lots of money as long as you listen. Okay, and the basics of this is the conversation starter, which is I told you that you need for your Google ads. Step one. Step two is the Google ad that's already in the CRM in your portal. For those of you who haven't pushed the button, you are killing yourself. You are wasting and letting money just fly away. You got to push the money into that button. Push it at least $5 a day. You will get a return on your money and stop changing it. Let it run for 30 days. Once you get a momentum going, you do $10. It increases, you do $15, but you watch it. Okay, you watch it. If your area isn't producing well, then you need to move to another city and generate the dollars there. As of those of you who've listened, you're doing well. Part three, they're going to end up on your landing page. Part four, they go straight into your CRM. And then part five, the new one that I brought to you guys, the retargeting. You guys have to retarget your clients, all right? On the social media. Now, here's the part that really makes a difference for me, which are the VAs. Okay, all my VAs are in the Philippines, and they call all my leads. But I gotta tell you, They're learning from me, who is an active realtor and is selling real estate and is converting like crazy. And this is what they've done for me. Okay. And this is what they're going to do for you. Okay. They're going to give you your finances because you're delegating, you're leveraging yourself while you're at a listing appointment, while you're out to dinner with your family, or when you're out to lunch, or truly you should be working. Your VAs are making the calls for you. This is going to add to your finances. And it doesn't mean that they're going to give you live transfers every single time. What it means is that they're calling and leaving a message with your name. Hi, I'm calling for the Steve Wickman team. Hi, I'm calling for Carolina Lopez. And they remember over and over and over. Two things are going to happen. Either they're going to hate you because they heard your name too many times, or they're going to depend on you and call you. Now, what the VAs have done for me and will do for you is give you freedom, guys. Literally, now I'm at a point because I taught them so well that, and they're on with us right now. Our VAs are listening to me, so I'm complimenting you guys so you guys can hear what you guys are doing for my life, my VAs. Okay. So right now, what's happening with us is that my VAs call my clients and never got an opportunity to talk to them, but they dropped their name so many times that finally, when I call or they're calling me back, it's because they said, "You guys butt the hell out of me. You called me so many times," but it was my VA team calling them over and over. And this is the part that we're going to be talking about. And just recently, I told you guys, remember I had a bad, since the beginning of the month, we've lost some listings. And here, I'll do a recap. Well, guess what? We recovered them. Let me show you. So what happened is that they went on to list with someone else. And look, I got them back. Las Palomas. We listed it. We had lost it. They called me back. And coincidentally, my VAs were still calling on another one, which one of my team members was there at one of my open houses in the local area. And they came in, they listed it. So this month, right now, these two, my VAs recovered. And that's what your VAs would do for you. And what I mean by loss, if I scroll up, see, in March, I lost what? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the month of February, I lost 2. But it doesn't matter. I'm like Kobe. You guys are like Kobe. You're going to make some shots, but you're going to miss them. You're not going to get them all. So I had to get over it. If I lose them, I lose them. But I did modify what I needed to do so I don't lose them anymore, which is my luxury flyer. Those are the ones that I lost. Let's get back to your presentation here. Where is it? There we go. Slideshow. Okay, now let me tell you how we're not losing them. And the VAs are on. We're going to role play so you hear what they say. But this is their job. A lead comes in, and I talked to most realtors, and
What time are you leaving tomorrow? What time are you coming back?
I talked to Lily. You're controlling that, or was that me?
That's you.
Okay, I just did. We'll take over so you can control that. So the VAs do this for us, okay, as you all know. So a lead comes in. My job, Carolina's and Lily's, we're all supposed to call right away. But the VAs call immediately that lead jumps in there. They're the ones calling right away. Okay, see, they call, they text, they email. I'm supposed to get to it, but lately I haven't been getting to it because I'm so depending on my VAs. They're faster than I am. A team member will call, also email, text, and send out an actual physical package, which I've shown you in one of the past classes. But the VAs call again in the evening, and they do this for 8 days in a row, or at their discretion, they decide if we're going to stop calling them or we're going to keep calling them a little bit longer. Okay. Then what happens is step 2, they turn into what's called an A lead. Well, they'll call twice in a day, okay? But they move it and they call every 5 days or so, okay? You can see it all there. This is what the VA's responsibility is. But the best of all, these are the ones that I'm talking about where they recover some of my leads. Remember, these are the D leads where you think they're dead, where the majority of realtors are no longer calling their clients. Okay. I'm dropping postcards, I'm calling them and not getting a return phone call. But because the VAs leave a physical message calling out their name over and over, right? Every 30, 45 days. When they're ready and they told us to F off and they don't want to talk to us anymore, they're capturing for us. Okay. So that's what the VAs are doing for us. Okay. Bottom line, this is what's happening. They help me so the client out there does not forget who I am. All right. So we're going to get started with the role play, but I'm going to tell you for all of you that are here right now, okay, we have what, 72 people, okay? And a lot of you are more than welcome. I teach you guys, I show you guys. If you come across an opportunity I can buy, send it to me. This is why I do this. We all have to. I'm in this business just like you guys, and while I'm doing this, I sell real estate, which I teach you how to get listings. I don't represent buyers. Don't ask me a question about buyers. I teach you how to get listings. Two, I will flip a property and I'll show you guys if you have a project, I'll partner up with you. That's what I do. Three, if it's an ugly project and I don't want it, we'll wholesale it. And I teach you how to do that. Okay. And then obviously the last part is I teach you when you're at a listing appointment and you meet a client, you ask the right questions, you're going to find out they all have other rental properties. A lot of my listings right now, one owner owns 2, 3 properties. That's the biggest one I have. One owns 5, but they kept 2 and we're selling 3. That's the opportunity that you're going to have when you do what we're teaching you. Here's where I'm going with this. For all of you guys who have coaches out there, by all means, do it. I think Mike Ferry is somewhere about $1,000. Tom Ferry is about $12.95 a month. Craig Proctor, I don't know how much he is. It's about $10,000 for the year. All right. And it's about 20 when you implement to the next level. Basically, I'm giving you, here's what I'm trying to tell you. For those of you that have been sitting on the fence, okay, and you're here, guys, I want you to get listings so you can bring the community some deals. It's $99 so you can have the CRM and you're going to hear my VAs talk and how they convert. I show it to you for free. Bring me a deal. But if you don't have the equipment, if you don't have the arsenal, if you don't have the stuff, stop messing around. You might as well do the implementation. I think it's like $1,400 for the year. And then we set you up so that you can start running your Google ads so then you can bring some deals for yourself. And when you find that opportunity, you bring it to me. And I keep telling people, and I just see people sitting on the fence. And then I look at your listing inventory and I do this. Oh my God, you're broke. You're broke, or you just have enough to survive. And that is not good. You know, as a realtor, you should own a lot of real estate. So here's what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't have these tools, here's what you need. I don't care where you get it from, but everywhere you go, they're going to charge you a ton of money. You need a Google ad. You need the conversation starter. You need a landing page. You need a CRM. You need a listing system when you show up, which is what I show you how I list the properties, utilizing the niche to build the trust. Then you need a system to make sure you don't lose these people, not automation. I stopped doing automation. I was losing listings because of automation. You have to do a physical call. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what works for me. And you see me listing properties like crazy. Then I had to add the social media retargeting to go with it, and then the postcards and the listing package. Then the following on platform, which is what we're covering today, the VAs. So let's get into it, guys. At the moment, I'm going to do 2 role plays, okay? Role play number 1 is my VA calling our current clients. I'm saying it one more time. Our VA, we ran a Google ad, we caught a client, he went, we tried to reach them, and they're not answering the phone. So we leave a message. That's what we're going to role play, the message that's left. Then with that same VA, we're going to role play a little different one where I'm actually having a conversation with the person when they're calling me.
I booked 3 appointments yesterday and it felt so good to literally just pick up my phone and then listen to what they have to say and then get the call and then say, hello, yes. So it's my understanding you're looking to sell your property. When can I come see it? That easy. So I just felt so good I felt great about myself because they booked 3 appointments, but it didn't even make the calls, guys. I appreciate my VA so much.
And just to recap, this is March, guys. Here is, what are we in April? We're in April. Look at this. 19 listing appointments. I think I told you all I've upped the spend on our ads because I want more appointments. And I'm delegating where I'm sending teams out there if it's a little too far for me. Let's get to your role play. What I was telling you all was that the second role play that we're going to do is going to be because I now purchased 33,000 records in the city of Whittier. Okay. Both do not call and call list. And we're going to role play how we're going to leave that message. So, Rexella, are you here? And Jen, are you here?
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rexella. Good morning, Jen. Jamil, are you here? Jay? There you are. Okay. We're going to start with Rexella. All right. And what I'm about to give you guys is freaking golden. All right. Why? Because the way that I'm doing it's freaking working. You obviously can see the listing appointments. Now you're witnessing an evolution, guys. You've been with me for a while, some of you, and I keep telling you, I adapt every 3 to 4 months. So what you learned 6 months ago, if you're still doing it, I'm really sorry for you. Okay. That's why if you're the implementation and you pay attention, you will adapt as we're moving along. Rexella, make a call to me and I'm gonna it's a Google ad that we got maybe let's say 4 weeks ago and I haven't answered. All right. Ring ring.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Angel.
Who's this?
Hi, this is Rixella, and I'm with Angel and Patty, the realtors. I'm calling about your property in
Wait.
177
Hold on.
West Poplar Street.
Hold on. How did you get my number?
Oh, I got your number because actually we received a request online for your home's value. So I'm just checking to see if you're looking to sell your property for top dollar.
Wait. Hold on. I did put on there a value, but it never gave me
Hmm?
one. You never gave me a
Oh,
value, so I got it from someone else. What do you want?
I'm I'm sorry to hear that you didn't get the request that you're looking, but I can see here that your property is worth 700. If we could give you that amount, would you consider selling?
No, I don't want 700. I don't care what Zillow
Mm.
or Redfin or whatever you're saying or talking about. I want $800,000. You can give
Oh,
me $800,000, I
800,000.
may consider selling it.
Oh, not a problem. If we could give you 800,000, how soon are you gonna sell it?
You really can give me 800,000?
Well, I do have a buyer ready for you, and he's really interested in your property. That's why I'm asking if he could give you that amount.
Yes,
Do you think you
I'll
could
be out
sell
here.
it within
I'll
seven
be
to
out of
10
here.
days?
Yes, I'll
Oh,
be out of here.
okay. And if we could give you that amount, where would you go next? Do you have another property where you can move into?
It's really none of your business. You called me.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure since we could give you that amount in 7 to 10 days. Just wanted to make sure that you're not gonna go homeless and you have some place to move into right away. But I can see here that your property is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,500 square footage, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm just wondering if you're gonna downsize or upsize once you sell your property.
I inherited my mom's house. So I'm going to be moving into my
Oh,
mom's house and I'm going to be selling this one.
oh, I got that. Do you have other properties aside from this that you might be interested in selling?
Do you have buyers for all of them?
Yes.
I have one in Big Bear. I got one in San
Oh, okay.
Diego. And I got one, well, next door to my house that you're calling me on.
Oh, okay. So you have properties that you're interested in selling. But you know what? I just saw Angel walk right past me so I can connect it to him. He will discuss to you the final number and also the selling options and how to get top dollar for your property. So could you hold on a bit?
Uh, sure.
Okay.
Now on the
Right from
transfer,
there.
Rixella, I want you to explain to me what you're giving me. And everybody, the client is on the line because if the client is not on the line, they won't wait and they'll hang up. Go ahead, Rixella. Give me the recap on the client. And you can make up because we know it's not real, so just make up something as you're delivering.
Hi, Angel.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm so sorry, but Angel just picked up another call
No,
and
no.
he's with the client
Tra-
right now. Oh,
on this one, Roxella, transfer it as if he's on the line. I know that sometimes we do that way, but I'll be Angel, and you're passing me Oscar, and then make up any details. But I want them to hear how you transfer a call to me while the Oscar is hearing the transfer. Go ahead.
oh, okay. So I'm gonna be transferring to you or to like the way I transferred to Lily.
Yep, the way you transfer to Carolina, the way you transfer to Chris.
Um, so I'll transfer it to Lily. Like, hi, Lily. This is Rixala, and I have Angel here on the other line. He's looking to sell his property in 77 West Poplar Street. He wants 850. The current estimate right now it's 750, and it's his mother's home that he inherited. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and he could sell it right away as soon as we could give him the amount that he's asking. Could you take this call from me?
And Lily will say yes. And there we go, guys. So freaking simple. Okay. Now, just to add, if she didn't find me, then what she'll do is she'll go into a role play and tell them that she'll book an appointment, whatever, a physical appointment. They can't cancel that. Now, when they want to cancel, if they're looking for us to cancel and we just don't answer the phone, we're going to show up to their house one way or another. All right. Good job, Rexella. All right. Jamil, you ready? I got an echo coming back. Is that me? Let's see. All right. Jay, you ready?
Yeah.
So, Jay, you're going to be doing a cold call, and this is new to us, everybody. Okay, this is new. So right now, we are now going to be calling 33,000 records. Okay, and we're going to be transferring the call. But I do not want her to identify who I am. Okay, and we're not going to leave a message. And then Roxella, we're going to go back to you. Or Jamil, or Jay, maybe I'll just have you do it. Leave a message because you also follow up on my clients. Better yet, do leaving a message right now. They don't answer. Go, Jay. And we're talking about right now our current Angel Hot leads that we call. Leave a message.
Sorry. For the new
The Angel
list
Hot
or
leads.
oh,
The
the angel
Angel
hot leads.
Hot
I see.
leads. You follow up. You know, you always follow up and you leave a message. Leave that message so they
Okay.
can hear.
Hi, Angel. This is Jay from Angel and Patty, and I'm calling about your property at 123 Main Street to see if you might be interested in selling for a top dollar. We're offering $100 just to meet with us, no obligation or cost for you. And we can also give you a free living trust upgrade, which can have a value from 800 to 3,000, and free handyman services too. Please give me a call back to discuss your options. My number is 562-7140967. Again, it's 562-7140967. You can Google us Angel and Patty Hernandez, then add Zillow, and you will see we have plenty of great reviews. You can also read about the $100 offer. Looking forward to speak with you soon.
With that said, that's how we're leaving messages, everybody. Now, there's 78 of you on here. Okay. I'm telling you, I don't think anybody shares as much as I do. All right. This works for me. It's going to work for you. Obviously, you're going to alter. But I told you all during the classes that you need to go to Google and wherever realtors are, you need to make sure your platform, your whatever's there is completely filled out. Put a picture there. And for those of you who have been with me for a long time, if you haven't done that, then that's on you. I keep telling you what to do. And I think this is where Lily will tell everybody, you know, many of you are even implementation members. Some of you are members and some of you have been hanging around for a long time, but you're still not doing it. So if I were you, I'd sit down. I mean, I'd be more than happy to help you guys and talk to you personally, help you with it, walk you through on what you have to do. But it's so important that you have your Google set up. So when people Google you, will find you. It's so important that you have a conversation starter, okay? And you guys have been with me long enough that I keep changing those, okay? Now, those of you that are people here, members, don't share this with the outside world, okay? Don't tell them what I'm showing you. This is only for you guys because I want you guys to bring me deals, all right? So this is what I'm asking back from you. But you bring me some deals. Kevin was telling me that we're all we have is it's sold. So I need more projects, all right? And there's
Hey,
not a lot.
Angel.
Yeah.
How many times do you train with your VAs? Because Todd says that his VAs suck.
Well, where's Todd? Todd, where are you?
I'm here.
Todd, it's not the VAs, it's you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You got to train your VA. And that's the problem. We're all depending. My son Connor had purchased VAs and was spending $4,000 a month on VAs that somebody else had taught. And they don't let you hear the recordings when you hear the VAs talk. And honestly, the best closer is you, Todd, not your VA. And VAs are taught to try to capture, they'll book an appointment for you. And when you call in that time, they're gone. So honestly, the VAs, the best way to maximize this is a live transfer. And if you're not going to take it and you're not available, then they actually book a physical appointment, not a Zoom, a physical appointment. And then you decide if you're going to go or if you're not going to go. I got one the other one out to Dina. I didn't want to go. Screw that. So I sent Carolina, obviously she listed it. So a lot of my appointments, I don't want to go because it's a Saturday, it's after 6 o'clock. I have the ability to decide which ones I'm going to go to. So Todd, I'd be more than happy, you're an implementation, right, Todd?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll introduce you and I'll give you a private class right now at 10 o'clock. We'll talk about your VAs and we'll role play. And more than anything, bring your VA on and I'll role play with your VA to see how it goes. All right, Jay, now I want you to do this. Jay, now we're gonna call a new lead, right? It's a cold one. They have no clue who we are, all right? But it's all of Whittier. So make the call and I'll answer.
Hi, Angel.
Who's this?
Yeah, hi, this is Jay from Cash Investors. I'm calling about your property at 123 Main Street to see if you might be interested in selling for top dollar.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get my number? I'm on the do not call list.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that, but we actually got your number from the county records. So we just wanted to check with you if you are interested in selling your property for top dollar.
You know, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have time to talk to you, but what? God damn it! Fuck. What would you offer me?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, if you are to sell, do you have a price in mind?
No, look. You called me. You tell me how much you're gonna. How much would you pay me?
I understand. Well, I'm looking at Zillow right now. It's 950. Is it also something that you wanted to get?
I had an asshole who called me, and they were going to offer me 775. You'll pay me
Mm-hmm.
that much cash?
Yeah, we actually have available buyer for your property, and they really like your property. So, let's say if we are to give you 950, how soon would you be ready to sell?
Honestly, right, I apologize. The only reason I'm so
Mm-hmm.
upset right now, I just got off the phone. Somebody else called me, and I thought you were part of that group, and they offered me a ridiculous amount. My mom died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my mom
Oh,
died, and right now I do need to sell my property. I'm behind on my mortgage on my house. So
I see a number. Mm-hmm.
if I can get that dollar amount, it will help me pay off my house so I don't lose my house. So,
Mm-hmm.
so my question to you would be, can you really give me that money in that time frame?
Yes, and by the way, Angel, I'm really sorry for the passing of your wife, and we all that's why I totally understand where you're coming from. So yeah, about your question, we can definitely provide you 950 for your property. So you said you can sell it as soon as possible, correct?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And just wanted to ask, where would you go next if you are to sell?
And,
Do you
and
have other
it wasn't
properties?
it wasn't my wife that passed. It was my
Oh,
mom. I don't
oh,
know if I said my
sorry.
wife. It was my mom. No, no worries.
Oh, mhm. Okay. And yeah, where would you go next if you are to sell?
I'm staying in my house. I'm just going to take the money from the sale of my mom's property
Mm-hmm.
and pay off the mortgage on mine because I'm behind 3 months. I mean, I'm
Mm,
embarrassed to even tell you this, but you just happen to catch me in a moment that I'm sharing this.
no worries. Oh, well, let me just confirm it has 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and 1,400 square footage. Is that correct?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, you know what? I just saw one of our acquisition managers here. Let me just pass the phone over so we can provide you more information and run the numbers to you and give you a top dollar for your property. Okay.
Okay. And
Stay on
on
the
this,
line.
everybody, we're not going to go through the transfer because I think you all got the idea. But here's what happens. I need her to make sure that the individual she's talking about is real. Because if they said there was no pain, there was no passings, then what's going to happen? That person's going to try to get my phone number to report us. Okay. Because it's $1,000 fine. But I've spoken to enough agents out there that are doing this and that are finding success behind it, right? Because I talked to a lot of wholesalers that what I did is I adapted it to my business. I paid $1,050 for 33,000 records, all right, and the one that's going to control those records and manage my VAs because I have to trust that Jay and that Rexella are making those calls. So that's what Jen does for me. Jen, are you on?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Jen, there you
Here,
are. Jen, are you in
I'm
San
here.
Francisco again?
Yes, always.
All right. I'm looking at your background. So what Jen does is Jen's been I inherited Jin. Jin came from another group that they were wholesaling properties like crazy, right? Somewhere in there, this is how I picked up Jin. I was sharing it with this individual, and somewhere along the line, the wholesaler went on to do things a little differently, and I just took over Jin, and now Jin has been part of my team for quite some time. Um, Jen's responsibility is to monitor and to make sure that my VAs are on the line. Many of you may have VAs, and here's one thing that Jay pointed out to me. You, Dot, and this may apply to you. Your VA may be doing some calls for you and two other people. So while they're dialing on maybe two dialers, dialing, and they're calling for uh, the cleaners. They're dialing for a car shop. Jen, explain to him how you got one of the people that you hired. Tell him what happened and how you figured out that they were not just calling for me, but someone else.
Yeah, so one of the things that I do actually is I listen to the call. So in a day, I listen to like 16 random calls or different timestamps for each agent. I make sure as well that the intervals from one call should not go beyond like 5 minutes. If they use Go High Level as a dialer, it's a different case when they're using multi-dialers such as Enzo and any other, web dialers, which is pretty much easy to track if they're making the calls or not. But yeah, just to answer Angel's question, I listened to this call and he just wrapped up the call. Like he was about to say, "Hey, thank you so much, and you have a great day." He should have ended the call, pressed the hang up button. I mean, for whatever reason, he didn't. And I was surprised because he was making another call. He was saying, "Hey, this is Jin from cleaning company." So, top of my head, I'm sure that he was calling two companies because I'm sure we're calling from a real estate company. And right now he's calling from like, like a cleaning company. Right after that, remover, unfortunately. There's another incident where we were listening to one call who has like a deep voice. And then, following days, I was observing the calls. I was surprised, it looked like a different voice. So, then I found out he was delegating his task to the other person. So that is my role for Angel. My role is not to really micromanage people, but just to make sure that you're getting, the services that you're paying for. Um, these are the things as well that you shouldn't be doing in the first place because you shouldn't be focusing on bigger and better things. You should be focusing on sales, meeting with the clients, closing them. Those are the things that you have to do because that's where the real money comes in. However, marketing and follow up are still part of the game, but you have to delegate it to us. That's where we come in, the visual assistants. We make sure nothing is missed out, nothing falls into the crack because you can't do anything, right? That these are the boring stuff, but it's very vital. They have to consistently do it. Like one call that we had, we were able to transfer the call in the 18th attempt that we were following up with them. So that's it, Angel.
Perfect. Now, if you heard him, what happens, and I'll be more in detail, we were utilizing call tools. We were utilizing, I can't remember what the other one is. What was the other
Angel.
one? And
Ready mode?
no, we used Ready Mode. Those were two we were utilizing. The first one was call tools, and my picking up calls in 10, maybe one would pick up to exaggerate the point. When we went to what's the other one? There's call tools and Ready Mode. Ready Mode, in 10 calls, maybe 2 to 3 would answer. When we moved over to Enzo, God, almost everybody answers because it's just dialing so much. These 33,000 records that I'm about to buy between my son Connor and Jin, we concluded that we're going to do 10 rounds of calls. So I was talking to Jin. Jin, why are you letting Connor do the interviews now?
No, he was doing the final interview with me. So he proactively offered, he want to be a part because he want to give you quality VAs, Angel. I took over and he said, "Let me be with you." So I was like, "Okay." He wanted to get you quality VA, Angel. That's why he's doing the final interview, which supposedly I'm the one doing it.
Got it. All right, everybody. So Connor's the son who was paying $4,000 to a popular entity getting his VAs, but they would not let you listen to the recordings. And listening to the recordings for you is so important. To Todd and all of you, if you have VAs, you got to hear the recording and make sure that that VA is saying exactly what you want them to say. So at the moment, I think I have now 6 VAs, right? Total under my payroll, six VAs, right? So a lot of you were asking me, and I never wanted to launch it. Now we're ready. For those of you who need a VA, okay, we're here for you. I gave a VA for free to, I think it was Jose Myron, and now Jose is so addicted to it, he goes, I need him because he's about to list 3 properties with the VAs that were assigned to him. And Andy, who's running the Google ads, and Jennifer, who's running the Google ads, like I had told you all, I did it for them. They are now asking. Andy came to me and goes, hey man, I got a pileup of leads. I now need a VA. So he's already investing in the VA. It doesn't mean that the VA every single time is going to pass you a call, but the VA is leaving the message for you over and over and over, as you heard Jay leaving a message. All right. Now, with that, I'm going to open this up to see if Brian, are you there? Brian here, Lily?
Yeah.
I'm here. You need
All
me
right.
on?
So right now, Brian, I don't know if you want to tell them how we're doing this, but I'm going to show them something, and Lily, you too. Everybody, here's what I'm going to tell you, and I'll do one more role play before we sign off here because it's still early, but I'm going to tell you right now. For those of you that are on the fence, stop it. Seriously, stop it. For those of you that have been sitting here and listening to me talk over and over, if some of you have been here for a year and you're just doing the monthly, stop it. You're losing so much money. I'm telling you the truth. You're losing so much money. If you would have ran Google Ads a year ago, listen to what I told you, implement the landing pages, send it to your CRM. Today, you'd be having your VAs following up for you. They'd be following up on your immediate leads, whether you got 60, 70, or 80, or 100, converting and passing them over. You'd be running your Google Ads, accumulating that pipeline, followed by, as you get your first listing, now you spend more money and you increase it. Then those clients in turn give you referrals. In turn, your business gets to a point where you're just handling nothing but listings and you hire a buyer's agent to start showing your properties and being at your open houses while you sit at home. Okay. Now, for those of you who have and love to represent buyers, God bless you, because there's got to be people like you to handle buyers. But now you got a team member, and that team member will go on and show properties, and then you negotiate the contract for your client. Yes, we're here to help people. You decide what you want to do. I'm just telling you what I do. I go to work at 9 o'clock. I leave at 6 o'clock, and I'm done. I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Fridays, maybe I'll work, and Saturday and Sunday, I'm at home. It looks like I'm working 7 days a week, but I don't. So this is what I'd like for all of you have that same ability, right? Become a powerhouse. I think this is the time where people are starting to get to the point where you're either going to have a power brokerage or you're going to be a power agent. I'm a power agent. I'm not a broker, which by the way, I am now hiring agents who those want to come in only because I'm finding my listing inventory growing. I don't want to go too far, but then those that have the open houses, when people walk into your open houses, they are sellers. Okay. They are sellers, which then go into your portal, which then you need a follow up system, which then comes down to this the VAs, everybody. And let's go back to where I was. This is where you are going to need the CRM as they come in. All right. You finally get called to the appointment. And for many of you who don't have the net sheet, man, you got to keep updating it because it looks like I'm changing it every 30, 45 days. Okay. In the system. So you got to get the newest ones. So you're up to date with me. On Wednesdays, when I have the classes, that's one of the most important days for me because you're going to be running into so many scenarios. You need to have solutions when you're there. And then the last one, the VA system. So for those of you that need help, contact Lily. All right. Lily will help you set you up on the role play system. And I'll tell you again, remember what I told you right now, coaching is about $10,000. Ads with companies about $10,000. Guys, I'm showing you this for only under $1,500 and I'll make you some money. Do I need you? I said this to the other day to somebody. I go, I don't need you. But he got so I said, I'm here to help you. It was one of my friends, my son's friends. He was over and he looked at me and goes, I don't need you. He got offended. So I'm offending you. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to tell you, and as I told him, look, he makes $150,000 a year selling real estate. I go, dude, you're so young. You should at least be making 200 to 300,000. Then my son got upset because I said that to him. And he says to me, he goes, well, Dad, who on your team makes that much money? So I have to break it down for him. Bottom line, everybody, stop waiting. Do what you got to do to increase the business. Lily, Brian, I'm gonna let you guys finish because I think I just turned into a jerk. Sorry, guys, that was not my intention. Honestly, that was not my intention. I'm trying to help you guys. So, Brian, Lily, do you want to chime in before I go to the next role play?
Yep. And Lily,
Everything is welcome. Everything is welcome, Angel.
I love your voice, Lily. Thank you, Lily. Oh, wait, that was Ileana. Thank you, Ileana.
That's Ileana, and you're talking to me. You're talking to me, so I am not taking it wrong.
All right. Thank you, Ileana. I was feeling like crap right now for a second.
I love you.
Yeah.
Hello, Liliana.
I love you.
Patty,
Yes.
and Patty's going to hear that. She goes, hey, one of the agents is in love with you. Hey, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Brian, Lily.
But yeah, Lily posted in the chat too. Just make sure that you guys, if you're not a part of the community, just click that link that Lily posted in the chat. We're definitely going to be going over more in the implementation, more in the details about how you can get started too with the VA cold calling. Lily, do you want to touch base on that? Maybe go over what's included, everything in the VA.
Sure.
If you want to pull up that landing page.
Hey
and share with
guys,
everybody.
drum roll. The time has come. The moment you all been waiting for. We now offer VA services to implementation members. So, Angel, give me ability to share my screen.
I had not even see what you're about to share. I'm scared.
I know.
Let me see. I'm gonna walk out of the room.
Drum roll, please. Okay. No, seriously, guys. So we've been talking about it since the beginning of the year. How we want to add our VA services. Sorry. I think this thing is making me mute. Okay.
Hello.
So you guys can read it here. We have VA cold callings per month for our implementation members only. Since you're already set up, you're already running the ads, you have your landing page created, your marketing materials are ready, you have all the listing materials that you need for your appointments. So since you're all set up already, everybody's getting a lot of leads through the Google ads, right? Craig is one of them.
I do have one, I think Elijah
Mute Roswell.
Rogers.
Okay, so you guys, VAs, we hire them, we train them, we manage them, and if needed, we will replace them. I love firing people. Ask anybody. Just kidding. We do pay for the dialer and the setup. We update and work on your high level CRM during the weekends, which is a huge thing for me because, we don't work weekends. We'll give you guys the scripts and that way you guys can go ahead and know how to, take the call, what to say, don't overthink it. I always tell you guys are professionals, you guys are realtors, you guys do this on a daily basis, so don't overthink it. So there is the prices, 32 hours per month. That would be the ideal one to start with. So it's $9.97 a month for 32 hours per week. The VAs will, make your calls and transfer them over to you. Like I mentioned yesterday, I had multiple calls transferred over and I booked 3 appointments just like that. And I've seen, like I said, we trained them. So you guys heard them yourselves. They're really good at what they do. So again, this is only available to the implementation members. I only have 4 spots available right now to sign up. So during our 10 a.m. meeting, I will drop the link in the chat and the first people to purchase are the first 4 people who will get the VA.
Yeah. And Lily, I'll touch base on some of this too, if you don't mind too. So just so everybody knows when it comes to the VAs, so back in my past life too, right? I had teams, I had like 20 VAs, I had the managers too, but I'm telling you right now, the way that Angel takes care of all of this, the fact that there's Jen doing the quality control, you can't discount that enough. But the key thing is when these leads are being called, these are going to be people in your database. This is going to be current marketing that you're doing. And if you don't have lists, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you can invest in those. Ideally, like Lily is saying, we have 1 VA available right now. We're going to have more coming out soon. But the key thing to remember is that this is going to be best for people that are already doing marketing, already having some leads in their database. And then you can add on the VA, right? When you find yourself missing calls, when you find yourself your leads stacking up, when you look at your list and you say, oh my gosh, I don't even know what this person has done. I haven't talked to this person in so long. You might find yourself in an ideal position to be getting one of these VAs. And I can tell you right now, just like Jose, you guys are going to find a lot of success that first month, as long as you do the other things. Make sure you follow Angel though, and you are doing the other things. But like Lily said, we're going to be making sure that we go more over how to sign up, what's included, how it works, all that stuff in our implementation so we can walk through more of those details. Do you have anything to add, Lily or Angel?
Well, here, I think you guys said it. When it comes, look, guys, I got to tell you right now, I do not need, put it to you this way. Honestly, all I'm doing is I'm sharing what I do with you. We're leveraging each other. Okay. What I'm showing you right now, truthfully, I should be charging you $5,000 a month. Telling you right now, but I don't. I'm making it simple, affordable because we're helping each other. You know, in the long run, what I need now is if you know anybody who's looking for a company, you send them to me too. If you find a transaction, a deal, you bring them to me. Okay. Ultimately, I'm going to show you how to get a lot of listings. And the reason I told you, I don't know if you guys saw this, you should bring a friend with you because yes, I'm going to sit here and hold you accountable. But at the same time, when you bring a friend, your energy will start together and you push each other. Hey, did you do it? No, man, I was too busy having a beer. No, my wife. No, my husband. At least you push each other. You follow what I'm saying? This way, as that person then goes away, you have your own energy and you're moving forward. And when I say energy, I mean it's not energy, but you're gonna push yourself. If not, I'll push you. Right now at 10 o'clock, 10:15, I have an interview with Andy. Andy is 18, 19, he's gonna be 20. That guy's a monster, but he's so fresh. He has no negative thoughts, and the interview's you're gonna hear what he's got to say. And I'll bring his interview, we're gonna record it, I'll bring it all to you so you can see it later. And then I got Jennifer, who's also a young person on my team, and she is booking appointment after appointment for me. I'm giving her the ability I give her the ads and she's booking appointments. Many of you are getting these calls and you just can't book an appointment. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're not listening. You're talking about yourself. If anybody should talk about themselves, it would be me, but I don't talk about myself to a client. It's about them and it's all about the numbers. So I'm going to say it one more time. All right. For those of you that are not a member and you're here for free, I'm glad you're here. But eventually, today, I'm going to tell you push the button, do the implementation. Let's get you started. Let's get you the leads. Okay. Let's get you the leads. Okay. You'll be able to hear my VAs role play. So you could, because you've got to learn yourself. Todd, Sonia, everybody here, Michael, you need to learn how to take the calls yourself. I fired Nicole, as you all know. I couldn't take her anymore because no matter what I taught her, she wanted someone else to do it for her. I don't want her because the energy was bringing everybody down. So for all of you that are here, and when I meant fire, she was never one of my agents. She was just I couldn't help her. So for all of you that are here, you need to do better. And that's not even my word. Somebody else says that. You need, that's that workout guy, that big buff guy. He always says you need to do better. All of you guys need to do better. You need to start running your ads. Okay. Start now. And in 6 months, and 3 months, and 2 months, those ads are going to adapt to something different. But right now, the moment is there for all of you to run your own ads. I know many of you are, and I'm seeing if you're successful because I'm watching your inventory to see if it grows. And if it doesn't grow, you need to change something about it. So in here, in the chat, I want to know, was this VA class good for you? See, tell me in the chat. Was it helpful? Because if it is, I'll bring them back and we'll do more role plays for all of you so you can learn. But let me see in the chat.
It was great, Angel. Great. Awesome. Do
But
it again.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rudy. Rudy, you already need, if you don't have VAs, you should be jumping on it. There you go.
Angel,
All
can
right.
can I add something too?
Yes, sir.
Remember, the whole point of this, guys, like Angel just said, is to keep it as cheap as possible. Like you go hire someone like me, I'm going to make sure you have to spend at least $7,500 a month, minimum. So it's like to go hire a real estate coach, to hire a marketer, to do all that stuff. What happens is you pay $90, 90% in fees, and you spend 10% on your marketing. We tried to flip the script so you can spend 90% on your marketing and 10% on the actual systems to actually get those running. So if you get the leads running, you learn how Angel lists property, maybe you hire the CRM management, and then you do the VAs and you get these listings up and running. Ideally, you become a mini powerhouse Angel. Angel, what were you just talking about before? The two types of people going forward, power brokers and what?
Agents.
Yep. And that's exactly what we're basically trying to make you. We're trying to make it where you have your own VA, your own CRM management, your own marketing running. You have your own systems. It's all being there recorded and you can see it all. And you don't have to worry about a thing. You can enjoy the freedom and the money.
I'm going to show you guys something, okay? And hopefully this will be better. And I'm not selling you guys. Okay? I'm not selling you guys, but I want you to put this in numbers. This really helps people. This is what I'm going to call the net sheet for realtors. There's a net sheet for sellers to make them understand and give them full clarity. So now I'm going to give you full clarity on a net sheet. I just created. Brian, you actually gave me the words, but let me give you an idea. If you would have been doing this a year ago, all right, let's just say that you paid the $99 a month. I'm not selling you, but you need all the tools. Let's go to your ads. You would have started off by this point today, you'd be doubling your budget and you'd be spending $600. Okay, $600. Okay. And whatever quote you have somewhere else, that's up to you. But with me, I'm just going to show you the type of money you would be making. All right. And let's just say you paid for the blueprint instead. I'm going to go here and I'm at $1,400, or I think it's $1,495, right? $1,495. And then this goes away. Zero, 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 zero. Okay. If you would have done this a freaking year ago, right? And today you would have got a VA. How much is a VA? You guys are scaring me. Lily, how much is a VA?
Approximately.
Oh, yeah. So
$1,000
just so
a
you know,
month.
the VAs, depending on how long they want to call per week. So sorry, I had someone call me. If you want them to do the base, it's $997. It's 8 hours of week calling, Monday through Friday.
All right, let's
You
just
split
do
up
this.
throughout those days.
$997. Let's see what kind of return we would have had. $997. We would have done this a year ago. $997. $997. Realistically, folks, okay, and again, this is the net sheet to give you guys clarity. Truthfully, you would have already been here at least a listing freaking month. So we do a bare minimum of $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. Okay, I'm butchering this thing. $10,000, and honestly, on a good month, another $10,000. Jesus Christ!
But keep on note on where all the money's spent too on marketing and people calling too.
What's that?
Where all the money spent too. It's not on the blueprint fees. It's not on implementations. It's all on your actual marketing too.
Well, I did it.
Yeah,
I
that's
only-
what. Never mind. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I kept it down to a minimum of $300. I didn't do, but right now this is the net sheet of sellers, right? Just to give everybody see right here. I'm gonna put those together and let's see what comes up. Give me a second. Summit. The return on your money, you would have made somewhere in the neighborhood of about, if a cost was $7,800, you would have made $40,000. You would have been $32,000 up right now, everybody. Guys, this is insane. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, and it's actually more because this is $10,000. Let me just do it real quick. It's like when I'm at a listing appointment and I'm butchering something. It's $50,000 in total. So if I put $50,000 right here, that's total money made. You only spent $7,000. You made a $42,000 profit. Okay. And it just continues. And this is only in 4 months. So you're making a lot of extra money, guys. So anyways, I hope this really helped. This was my way of explaining how numbers work for everybody. All right.
And in a small, short, simple way is this is all advice. At the end of the day, do you do whatever you want to do? The resources are here available to you for $99 a month. You can take advantage of these resources and create your landing page, your Google ads, and watch the recordings by yourself and put all this knowledge into your head. And you got to take action on your own. And if you're not going to do that, and you've been with me for a few months now, and you keep saying you're going to get to it later, but you don't have time, now's the time to upgrade to the implementation because you also get additional services like the private meeting at 10:15 and VA services.
No, I'm going to make it better. For those that need, and again, I'm not selling, I just need to help you guys. If somebody wants to join, tell me, and I'll sit down with you for about an hour and a half and I'll break it down for you. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. teach you guys in groups, but I'll sit down for you just to try to help. Now let's do one more role play before we log off. Okay. The role play I'm gonna do for you guys, because I think we said enough, Brian, Lily. Okay. I'm gonna do one more role play for you guys. All right.
Really quick, if you upgrade to the implementation right now, you get the link to the 10:15 a.m. meeting. So Rosanna, congratulations for upgrading. I'll go ahead and send you the link so you can join us at 10:15.
I'll sit down with her for an hour. Okay. So let's do one more role play, everybody. This role play, now what I'm going to do is when we make these calls, and I did an aggressive individual because that's where we're at right now. When you're going to be on the do not call list, and some people will tell you to F off, but we still follow up, right? They've already told us not to ever call again. Okay. Stop bothering me. You've called me enough times. They email us that they're going to report us. So now we're going to do a follow up like that one. Okay. Jay, Rixella, who wants to call me that I've already told you and you've seen in the notes not to call me anymore, but you guys are going to call me. Who wants to volunteer? Jay or Rexella? Jay disappeared off camera. No, don't pick me. You ready, Rexella? All right,
No,
Jay.
I was about to say Jin is ready. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, you want to put Jen on the spot? Is that what you said?
No, just
All right.
kidding, Jin.
All right, Rexella, you came off speaker, so you're the one that's going to call me. By the way, Rexella is one of the ones that every time she gets something for me, I pay her $100, right? Both of them. And yesterday, we were having our VA meeting, and Rexella says to me, Angel, no, I don't. The Molino one came back, and I said I couldn't find the lead. So Jay, Jen, Rexella were going through the leads, and we found it. Rexella was one of the ones that actually did a live transfer on a Google ad to me. I got it. We booked the appointment and I went and I got the listing. No, actually, they were going to go with someone else. But because we continued to follow up, it's one of the ones that was revived and brought back to me. So, Rexella, you're going to do a follow-up call, on someone who has said they weren't going to go with us, and, they were planning on selling, and it's a D. All right. So, we ready?
Yes. Hi,
Hello.
Angel.
Yes. Who's this?
Hi. This is Rick Sala with Angel and Patty, the realtors, just doing a follow-up on your property in 123 Main Street, and just checking to see if you have decided to sell it for top dollar.
I told you guys to stop calling me. You guys keep calling me and calling me and calling me.
I'm sorry about that, but the reason I'm trying to get a hold of you because I have someone who's really interested in your property. And yeah, if you were to sell it, do you have like a price in mind, like how much you would like to get?
It's a coincidence. A realtor stopped by my house yesterday. They were at my door, and um I think I'm selling.
Oh,
The neighbor next door is an idiot. He just keeps wetting my car, and I called the police on
mhm.
him. I got a restraining order on him. So if
Sorry about that.
no, it's okay. I've been here for 45 years, and these new kids moved over, and they're always playing their music loud, and they just have no
Mhm.
consideration for us older folks. So
I hear you.
I am kind of thinking of selling the house.
Okay,
How
cool.
does that work?
Well, just wanted to see how much you would like to get for your property. Do you have any ballpark figure in mind?
I don't. I've been here for almost I think 50 years. I don't know
Okay.
what is my house worth.
Not a problem with that. I can see here that your property is now worth 1 million. And if we could give you 1 million, would you consider selling it in like 7 to 10 days?
Honestly, I need more time than that. My son
Hmm.
knows what's going on here, and I guess I could.
I see.
My son says I can move in with him, so I'm
Hmm.
I'm I'm 87, and my house is just too big for me anyway. So I think God's talking to me. Maybe it's time for me to go. So what did you
I
say?
see. But
7 days?
yes, 7 to 10 days. You think it would pose a problem?
No, I think I
Okay.
I think I would need more time than that.
Okay. You think 30, 60 days?
Yeah, you know what? That would work for me. Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem with that. So how soon do you have to be, well, I mean, how important it is for you to move in with your son?
Well, I don't know. I last night these guys they watered my side of my house with a water hose. I called the police. The
Oh.
police showed up and they went over and talked to
Mhm.
them. And they came back and they talked to me. So honestly, I really got to get out of here.
I,
I got
right. Right.
I think this weekend I'm gonna go stay with my son. That's when they make the most of their noise.
Well, I believe, Angel, it's wise that you move in with your son because it's not really that safe anymore in your place. But you know what? I haven't got your number yet. I mean the ballpark figure that you're asking. So, I have mentioned that it's 1 million. So if we could give you that amount, are you okay with it?
Yeah, my house is paid
Okay.
for. My house is paid for.
And
So
your
yeah, that's
Oh, that's good to know. And your property has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,200 square footage, right?
yes.
Okay, got that. Well, you have mentioned earlier that you spoke with a realtor, but if you will go with Angel and Patty Services, we'll pay you 1,000 sign-up bonus. And here's the thing: I just saw Angel walk past right me, and I can go ahead and connect it to him so we can discuss the options and how to get top dollar for your property. So could you hold on a bit?
Yes.
Okay, from that, wait, I'm gonna transfer.
There it is, folks. We won't go into the conversation of the top, but you see how simple a conversation goes? It's just making contact. And the problem with most of us are really busy. We get tied up and they will call sometimes 3 times in one day. This is the importance of the VA, specifically the way that I've trained them. All right. Guys, I hope this was very helpful to you. It is now 10:07. Thank you all. We kept the majority. I think we had like 78 people, and there's 69 of you still here. I know many of us were realtors. We got to get out there, but I hope this was helpful for yourself when you make that phone call and you're following up. Now you know how a conversation goes. There's nothing special about it. It's just picking up the phone and making that call. So I'll end it with that. For those of you that want to attend the implementation class, it's right now at 10:15. If somebody would have brought a friend, you guys would have been invited, but nobody brought a friend. All right.
We don't
So
have any friends.
say again.
I brought 2 friends. I brought 2 friends, Angel. They're on.
Who's that voice? I hear a voice.
Helen.
Angel Hernandez.
I'm messing with you, Caroline. All right, everybody. Let's go get some new stuff. I'll see you guys at 10 o'clock and then again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. All right. Love you guys. See you.